Hi guys, so today I'm going to make some fall treat recipes. I finally found some pumpkin puree. It was really intense trying to find some. We had to go to like 4 different stores. I finally found it this morning though, thank goodness. So we're going to make some pumpkin chocolate, or not chocolate, pumpkin cupcakes, and then some pumpkin gluten-free cookies, and then some chocolate covered pretzels. I got all my recipes on Pinterest, so I've never tried them before, but I was just interested in seeing how they turn out. And then also, if you guys can't find any pumpkin puree, like I almost couldn't, then you can always make your own, and you can find the recipe on Pinterest as well. So if you guys are interested in seeing how it all turns out, then just keep watching. So the first recipe we're going to do is the pumpkin cupcakes, which don't look too complicated and don't need a ton of ingredients. I have the recipe down here, so I'm going to be looking down at my laptop, but I will share all the ingredients with you guys. So the first one is a yellow cake mix. This is like the only one I could find, the French vanilla, super moist, whatever, you know. So I think it should work just fine though. And then 1 cup canned pumpkin, not pumpkin pie mix, so that's what I have. And then they say to add water. I'm not going to do that because on another cupcake recipe they said not to put any water since you're putting the pumpkin pie mix. I mean the pumpkin puree. Anyway, and then canola oil, and then they said to add pumpkin pie spice, but that is like $6, so I didn't buy it. So we're going to do it. And then 4 eggs. Okay, so I'll tell you how much exactly of each of those as we put them in, but yeah. Okay, so I got everything in there. I have the cake mix, which I didn't realize that it actually has pudding in the mix, so hopefully that'll just make it tasty and better. So basically you're not following the cake box though, like we didn't use the same ingredients for that, so just don't worry about your box cake. But anyway, so then we have the 1 cup pumpkin in there, the cake mix, the 1/3 cup of vegetable oil, and then 4 eggs. So I'm just going to mix it all together. I only have one hand, so it's going to be a little hard. Okay, I'm going to do that off camera real quick. Okay, so it's all mixed. It smells really good. It doesn't smell super pumpkin-y. So I'm hoping that the flavor of the pumpkin puree is enough. If it's not and you need the pumpkin pie spice, I'll let you guys know at the end when I try them. So anyway, so now I'm going to put them in their little liners and bake them. Okay, so I got them in their cupcake liners, and I'm going to bake them at 350 for starting at 18 minutes, and then if they need longer, I'll just leave them in for a couple minutes longer. Okay, sorry, the lighting changed. It's not like coming directly at me in the sun, so bear with me. But for the chocolate covered pretzels, we're going to be doing candy melts, orange candy melts for the chocolate, and then pretzels, just like the twisty kind. And then I also have some mini chocolate chips. So these will be our like little stems of the pumpkin. Okay, so that's all that I'm going to do. They didn't turn out like the most beautiful things ever, but it was pretty fun, and I think they're pretty cute. Like some of them are a little better than others. So I just did it on wax paper too. Anyway, so now I'm going to ice the cupcakes, and then after I ice the cupcakes, I'm going to make the gluten-free cookies. Okay, so I feel like the lighting is getting worse. Sorry, it just keeps changing, but the cupcakes look really cute with the gold liner. But yeah, they're not very orangey, and I'm kind of worried that they're just gonna take a like vanilla cake. So hopefully that doesn't happen. But I have the cream cheese frosting, and I'm gonna put it in a sandwich bag, which is a little tip if you want to pipe and you don't have piping bags. You can just put it in a sandwich bag and then put it in a corner and cut off the little edge or the little corner piece, and you can pipe on and make it look fancier. They pretty much just taste like vanilla. They don't really have a lot of flavor to them. So I would say if I made these again, I'd definitely get the pumpkin pie spice. Yeah. They're good though, but they're just like plain cupcakes. So. And maybe adding like another cup of pumpkin would make it taste more pumpkiny. I don't know, it's kind of disappointing though. I wanted pumpkin cupcakes. So hopefully the cookies actually turn out better and they taste more like pumpkin. But I'll just go through and tell you all the ingredients. So we have 1 cup light brown sugar, 1 cup sugar, 1 cup canola oil, 15-ounce pumpkin puree, so I should use half of one of my cans, 2 eggs lightly beaten, 1 teaspoon vanilla, 3.5 cups gluten-free all-purpose flour, so I got this one from Walmart, and then 1 teaspoon baking soda, 1 teaspoon baking powder, half teaspoon of salt, and 2 tablespoons of pumpkin pie spice. Okay, so I'm just gonna mix this one together. In this bowl, they want you to like separate it out. So in this bowl, we have the pumpkin, of course, the brown sugar, the canola oil, eggs that are lightly beaten. We're gonna add those in, and vanilla. So my husband saved the day, and he went and got pumpkin spice mix or pumpkin pie spice. So because I didn't want to make these gluten-free cookies and then them not turn out because I didn't have the pumpkin pie spice, so I should have just got it in the beginning, learned from my mistakes. So here's the other bowl, and it has all the dry ingredients. It has the flour, baking soda, baking powder, salt, and pumpkin pie spice, which hopefully these will turn out and be delicious for being gluten-free, you know. So also my mom can't really have cream cheese, so I had to get vanilla. So I would probably normally do like cream cheese frosting though with these cookies, if you can have dairy, but she can't really have dairy, so I just got the vanilla, and that's basically why I'm making these cookies, is for my mom, so hopefully she likes them and they turn out well. Okay, I'm just combining the dry and the wet together. So hopefully that's what the consistency is supposed to be like. They said to put parchment paper on your thing. I don't have any, so I just use some spray. Okay, so they're ready to go in the oven. Don't ask me why I put that many or why they look like that. That's just what happened. I don't know. I don't have answers. But anyway, so it's at 350 that you bake it at, and then you just bake it for 11 to 13 minutes. I'll probably just do 11 minutes because my oven cooks kind of fast. Okay, so the gluten-free cookies are finished. So that's what they look like. I'll show you one that doesn't have frosting on it. So I already had like 2 actually, and they're pretty good. They're definitely gluten-free cookies, like I'm not gonna lie and say they're the most amazing cookies ever that I've ever had in my life, but I think it's mostly because of the gluten-free flour. It just kind of has like that little bit of gritty texture at the end, so it's just more like the texture, I'd say, but I still think that they're good, and especially if you're gluten-free and that's what you're used to, then I don't think you'd mind it at all. So yeah, I think they're good. They actually taste pretty good with the vanilla frosting on them. But I think the cream cheese works too, but I actually almost like the vanilla more, surprisingly. So, But yeah, they're yummy. It's definitely better to let them wait to cool down a little bit to frost them. It's just a little easier. They don't fall apart when you're doing it. So the cupcakes were kind of a failure. I think what I'm going to do is make some more next week, and I'm going to put the pumpkin pie spice in it, and then I can let you guys know if they are worth it with that spice in it. And I have like another can of pumpkin still left, so I might try to add like another cup of pumpkin into the recipe and see if that makes a difference along with the pumpkin pie spice. So I can let you guys know in the description below, and I'll put the recipe for these cookies down below too. I think the little pumpkins turn out cute. I do like the little chocolate chips on the top. I think it's cute. So yeah. Maybe next time when I make these, I might make them with almond bark, like the white one, and then you could add any color you wanted to it. I've seen like Halloween pretzels done and Christmas ones, so you can make a lot of different little designs on your pretzels. Okay, so I had like a couple of the gluten-free ones to bake, and so I added chocolate chips to them, and I actually like them a lot more with the chocolate chips. So if you're gonna make this recipe and you're gluten-free but not dairy-free, you could definitely add some just normal chocolate chips. If you're dairy-free, then you could add some dairy-free chocolate chips. I'm pretty sure they have those. But yeah, they actually were really good, and I think it just added a little more sweetness to it, and then it made me not notice the gritty texture at the end from like the flour as much. So I kind of wish I had put it in all of them, but for future reference, I definitely make it with chocolate chips in it. Alright, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed it and got something out of it. I'll put the recipes down below in the description box. If the cupcakes don't turn out very pumpkiny the second time, I probably won't put them down there, but I'll update you guys. And I'll also ask my mom if she likes the gluten-free cookies, since she is gluten-free. But yeah, I hope that you enjoyed, and if you guys haven't already, if you want to subscribe and see future videos, I would greatly appreciate it, and I'd love to have you. So I will see you guys next time. Pumpkins. We're not gonna make some pumpkins. We're gonna, or not chocolate, nothing chocolate actually. Some pumpkin cupcakes, some pumpkin gluten-free cookies, and then some chocolate covered. Oh yeah, there's chocolate.